Cobain, you mentioned something earlier about Cat Williams as far as, his religion and seeing the different symbols of his religion and what he was like, leaning towards. Now, we got some people, like we just said, with Ricky Smiley and him playing the organ. We got some people playing with religion. I think some people that have been really like, posing as, pastors, and they have big congregations, but they've been like, kind of playing with it. And I'm speaking on, in particular, William Henry Murphy, the third. I don't know if y'all seen, this Dream Center Church of Atlanta that he has, the New Year's Eve worship experience that he did. Yikes. We got a clip we're going to go to show you.
First?
Yeah, we're going to go to that first, and we're going
to
give our feedback on
I got to be first on the comeback. Let's go.
Definitely.
Uncle Ray, play that clip. Damn it.
Referring to. Look at him and tell him, walk.
Something spooky out to for you. I'm just trying to give you something. I'm just trying to give you something spooky out to for you. I'm just trying to give you something.
Clip. Cobain, what you think about that?
Oh, man. So first and foremost, William Henry Murphy III, I love you to death. We grew up together. I am a valid part of the Full Gospel Baptist Conference Fellowship. I grew up that way. And I grew up in the state of Michigan where his dad as well as my dad worked together very closely. So I was also a part of Rock Nation, which is a part of his family's, legacy. So it's a little bit hard for me to approach this topic, but I have to because of the fact it's in pop culture. And anything that hit the streets, I'm going to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Will, I love you, bro, but I got to keep it a buck. It's just what I do. I know that you have a radical ministry. You have always had a radical ministry. It's always been a radical experience when you go to church with a Murphy. Whether it was Devon, Dewan, or whether it was Will, you're going to always have an experience to be able to worship. Now, what I do know is, in him growing up, we did grow up traditional Baptist. But once we were released to be able to express Christ in our own way, he did go a little bit left, right? But it's the same as politics. You have your left wing, you have your lefters, and you have your righters. In Christianity, Will would be a lefter, right? Now, I can't talk about how anybody else feels about what he did, but what I can say for myself is it something that I would expect Will not to do? No. Is it something that I think is above Will's character? No. This is the same person who literally turned Nirvana songs into gospel songs, right? This is the same people who turn rock music into Christian rock. Like, the Murphys are considered as the Clarks are the Kojic, the Murphys are the Full Gospel. So do I expect him to be a little bit non-traditional as a pastor? Yes. Do I respect the way that he's going after getting other people? Yes. Do I think it's non-traditional? Fuck yes. Do I think it's to rattle people's cages? Yes. But like you said, over 100 people got saved that night.
150.
So over 150 people gave their lives to Christ that night, right? Do we have any tallies in from any other pastors that did traditional services that can say that they got 150 people to give their life to Christ that fucking night, bro? That night. You know what I'm saying?
But really quick to interrupt you.
Do you think?
Listen,
this ain't the Cobain. This is the Cobain Report, but we all got our own views.
Hey,
what's the two biggest?
Like, thanks.
Now,
I'm right here. What's up? I'm shit. You know the vibes with me.
Going to church and growing up in church and everything like that. What are the two biggest Sundays of the year? Is it not Easter
and New Year's Eve?
Exactly. So when it comes to New Year's Eve, would he not have had people come in numbers anyway? You know what I mean?
Come in numbers and give your life to Christ is two different things. I go to church every Sunday, but I ain't walking down that aisle every Sunday, cuz.
It's not about walking down that aisle. It's about coming back, though, right? Because for the moment, he didn't play my song that I heard in the club that I didn't know I was going to hear tonight.
And did he deceive me?
Exactly.
Was I just deceived, dog? Like,
because I said I wasn't coming to
I could be so caught up in the spirit. I could be caught up in it, right? And I could be like, come on, bro. It's like some songs when you ride in the car and they be playing even niggas that don't go to church, nigga, they feel it. Like songs are emotional, like and the songs press. So yeah, I feel like he kind of misled him a little bit. Like and sometimes doing that, the people will be like, oh man, I went to that church last week and it was cracking. And then you go back the next week. Now they like, why ain't you doing that every week? So now you just deceived them. You played them into coming to the church. I don't want that. You
got like I agree with what Caesar said. You know, that was like a little deceiving. You got some people that committed to bypassing the club that night to come to church. You know what I mean? Like you said, you know, a few weeks ago, as far as like music and the impact and where it take you and everything. I was at an event and there was a DJ playing. This lady heard a song. They had to stop it. You know, and it was a hip hop song or whatever. But they had to stop this song because it brought back memories of her husband being murdered. So we talking about being in a church and being in a place of supposed to be peace and harmony. And you know, gonna have something playing talking about, you know, walk it out as far as, you know, the lyrics and just talking about, you know, popping and smoking and, you know, drinking, you know what I mean? Like, and then try to justify it by saying, you know, we can't let the devil have this, you know. God really don't need your help.
Yeah,
you know?
it was already his.
It's really one of them conversations that I feel like it's really no real right or wrong to that, right? We feel as we feel because we have been taught by traditional preachers and traditional pastors what church should be, right? But this is a new world.
But what the Bible say? Don't
That's
I,
it.
no. The what it? No.
That's what it goes
No,
to.
man. I got nephews, right? And my nephews, they like 20 and under, 21 and under. And I always hear them say that it's a new world. What the fuck is a new world? Things are just changing.
Yeah, the Bible
in
never changed. The word doesn't change, bro.
But the word also said there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So these ideas, some of these ideas are just coming from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Trust that. Like, so even when you get smarter, you're only getting knowledge from somewhere else.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
no new world. You're just getting smarter.
For sure.
So like, listen,
It's
all
a new
this
age,
switching
though.
up, I get it, but man, like, I like church.
Yeah.
And they did it the worst way. I like church, bro. I
Yeah,
like
for sure.
going to
Me
church.
too. Me too.
And you know me.
Yeah,
Like, I'll be
yeah, for
outside.
sure.
Like, but I like going to church. I
Nigga
love
definitely
God.
be outside.
Like, I love helping people. I love listening, nigga. I did a fast for a month.
Yeah, for sure.
I did a church fast for a
This
month.
nigga don't need to fast.
You feel me? And I'm little, cuz. So like I had to press my workout, like, but it's a mental thing too.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's the fucking new world.
Yeah.
It's the same world, same guy, ain't nothing changed.
Before we close, real quick, to back it up what Caesar just said, as far as it going back to the book. Now, as far as the book is concerned, it's like this. You know, if you get a table, but you got instructions to put a bed together, it's not gonna go together.
Right.
So it's the same with, you know, trying to deviate from, you know, the word. You know, you bringing in something that's not even included in the word, you know what I mean? This is gonna affect people's lives. You know what I mean? But that was that as far as, you know, his New Year's Eve experience worship service, you know. Cobain, go ahead and take us out of here.
All right, man. So it's been another episode of the Rock Cobain Show. I think this is episode 5.
Yeah.
The unlucky number for us.
Man.
But you know,
Hey, listen,
we always dropping them
Not
fives.
for Mac, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Mac, cuz he
You
be
know
like,
what I'm saying?
on 5.
On 55 crib.
Hey, cuz, hey, all up to all rolling. We rolling out
Hey,
here.
it's neighborhood. Anyway, man. So I'm gonna give us one round. We're gonna get out of here. For us to wrap up with Caesar. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say, man.
They say we go one more round, we gonna keep rolling, cuz. So look, we gonna keep rolling to see y'all next time. But this time, we love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all pay it forward. Bless somebody else so they can bless somebody. You hear me? Keep it moving, Logan.
T-Mail, what you got for us, baby?
Man, I just want to close out with telling people, you know, take your life serious. You know, it's not a movie, it's not a skit, and it's not a video game. You can't restart. So once something happens, you know what I mean? Once something goes left, you got to deal with those, you know, consequences or, you know, whatever it is that happen. And stay on the right path. Go with God, and you'll be blessed.
Yeah. So again, thank you for tuning in. We're going to be back at that ass next week. And as I always say, it's a wrap, bitch.
Rolling.
Stay 10 toes down with my same crew. I'ma let me do me while you do you. Blowing money fast like a young nigga poster.